How's your blog going?
Yeah, good. Very good.
You haven't written a word, have you?
You just wrote still has trust issues.
And you read my writing upside down. You see what I mean? John, you're a soldier. It's gonna take you a while to adjust to civilian life. And writing a blog about everything that happens to you will honestly help you.
Nothing happens to me.
What do you mean there's no ruddy car?
You went to Waterloo, I'm sorry.
Get a cab.
I never get cabs.
I love you.
When?
Get a cab. My husband was a happy man. Lived life to the full. He loved his family and his work. And that he should have taken his own life in this way is a mystery and a shock to all who knew him.
Yes, yes, yes! Ah! I'm back in 2 minutes, mate.
What?
I'm just going home, getting my umbrella.
You can share mine.
2 minutes, right?
She's still dancing.
Yeah, if you can call it that.
Just get the car keys.
Got them out of her bag.
Where is she?
The body of Beth Davenport, Junior Minister for Transport, was found late last night on a building site in Greater London. Preliminary investigation suggests that this was suicide. We can confirm that this apparent suicide closely resembles those of Sir Geoffrey Patterson and James Phillimore. In the light of this, these incidents are now being treated as linked. The investigation is ongoing, but Detective Inspector Lestrade will take questions now.
Detective Inspector, how can suicides be linked?
Well, they all took the same poison. They were all found in places they had no reason to be. None of them had shown any prior
but you can't
indication.
have serial suicides.
Well, apparently you can.
These 3 people, there's nothing that links them?
There's no link we found yet, but we're looking for it. There has to be one.
If you've all got texts, please ignore them.
Just says wrong.
Yeah, well, just ignore that. Okay, if there are no more questions for Detective Inspector Lestrade, I'm going to bring this session to an end.
If they're suicides, what are you investigating?
As I say, these suicides are clearly linked. But it's an unusual situation. We've got our best people investigating.
Says wrong again.
One more question.
Is there any chance that these are murders? And if they are, is this the work of a serial killer?
I know that you like writing about these, but these do appear to be suicides. We know the difference. The poison was clearly self-administered.
Yes, but if they are murders, how do people keep themselves safe?
Well, don't commit suicide.
Daily Mail.
Obviously, this is a frightening time for people, but all anyone has to do is exercise reasonable precautions. We are all as safe as we want to be. Thank you.
You've got to stop him doing that. He's making us look like idiots.
If you can tell me how he does it, I'll stop it.
John Watson. Stamford. Mike Stamford. We were at Barts together.
Yes, sorry, yes. Mike, hello. Hi.
Yeah, I know. I got fat.
No.
I heard you were abroad somewhere getting shot at. What happened?
Got shot. Are you still at Barts then?
Teaching now. Yeah, bright young things like we used to be. God, I hate them. What about you? Just staying in town till you get yourself sorted?
I can't afford London on an army pension.
And you couldn't bear to be anywhere else. That's not the John Watson I know.
Yeah, I'm not the John Watson.
Couldn't Harry help?
Yeah, like that's going to happen.
I don't know. Get a flat share or something?
Come on. Who'd want me for a flatmate? What?
You're the second person to say that to me today.
Who's the first?
How fresh?
Just in. 67 natural causes. Used to work here. I knew him. He was nice.
Fine. We'll start with the riding crop.
So, bad day was it?
I need to know what Bruce is for in the next 20 minutes. A man's alibi depends on it. Text me.
Listen, I was wondering, maybe later, when you're finished.
You're wearing lipstick. You weren't wearing lipstick before.
I refreshed it a bit.
Sorry, you were saying?
I was wondering if you'd like to have coffee.
Black, 2 sugars, please. I'll be upstairs.
Okay.
Oh. A bit different from my day.
You've no idea.
Mike, can I borrow your phone? There's no signal on mine.
Well, what's wrong with the landline?
I prefer to text.
Sorry. It's in my coat.
Here. Use mine.
Oh. Thank you.
It's an old friend of mine, John Watson.
Afghanistan or Iraq?
Sorry?
Which was it, Afghanistan or Iraq?
Afghanistan. Sorry, how did you...
Ah, Molly, coffee, thank you. What happened to the lipstick?
It wasn't working for me.
Really? I thought it was a big improvement. Mouth's too small now.
Okay.
How do you feel about the violin?
Sorry, what?
I play the violin when I'm thinking. Sometimes I don't talk for days on. And would that bother you? Potential flatmates should know the worst about each other.
Well, you told him about me?
Not a word.
Then who said anything about flatmates?
I did. Told Mike this morning that I must be a difficult man to find a flatmate for. And now here he is, just after lunch with an old friend, clearly just home from military service in Afghanistan. Wasn't a difficult leap.
How did you know about Afghanistan?
Got my eye on a nice little place in central London. Together we ought to be able to afford it. We'll meet there tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock. Sorry, got a dash. I think I left my riding crop in the mortuary.
Is that it?
Is that what? Hello.
Ah, Mr. Holmes.
Sherlock, please.
Oh, this is a prime stock. Must be expensive.
Mrs. Hudson, the landlady, has given me a special deal. Owes me a favor. A few years back, her husband got himself sentenced to death in Florida. I was able to help out.
Sorry, you stopped her husband being executed?
Oh, no, I ensured it.
Sherlock. Look.
Mrs. Hudson, Dr. John Watson.
Hello. Come in.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Well, this could be very nice. Very nice indeed.
Yes. Yes, I think so. My thoughts precisely. So I went straight ahead and moved in.
Rubbish cleaned out. Oh. So this is
Well, obviously I can straighten things up a bit.
It's a skull.
Friend of mine. When I say friend.
What do you think then, Dr. Watson? There's another bedroom upstairs if you've been needing 2 bedrooms.
Of course we'll be needing 2.
Oh, don't worry, there's all sorts around here. Mrs. Turner next door's got married once. Oh, Sherlock, the mess you've made.
I looked you up on the internet last night.
Anything interesting?
Found your website, The Science of Deduction.
What did you think?
You said you could identify a software designer by his tie and an airline pilot by his left thumb?
Yes. And I could read your military career in your face and your leg and your brother's drinking habits and your mobile phone.
How?
What about these suicides then, Sherlock? Thought that'd be right up your street. 3 exactly the same.
4. There's been a 4th. There's something different this time.
A 4th?
Where?
Brixton, Lauriston Gardens.
What's new about this one? You wouldn't have come to get me if there wasn't something different.
You know how they never leave notes?
Yeah.
This one did. Will you come?
Who's on forensics?
It's Anderson.
Anderson won't work with me.
Well, he won't be your assistant.
I need an assistant.
Will you come?
Not in a police car. I'll be right behind.
Thank you.
Brilliant! Yes! 4 serial suicides and now a note. It's Christmas. Mrs. Hudson, I'll be late. Might need some food.
I'm your landlady, dear, not your housekeeper.
Something cold will do. John, have a cup of tea. Make yourself at home. Don't wait up.
Look at him dashing about. My husband was just the same. But you're more the sitting down type, I can tell. I'll make you that cuppa. You rest your leg.
Damn my leg! Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just sometimes this bloody thing.
I understand, dear. I've got a hip.
A cup of tea would be lovely. Thank you.
Just this once, dear. I'm not your housekeeper.
A couple of biscuits too, if you've got them.
Not your housekeeper.
You're a doctor. In fact, you're an army doctor.
Yes.
Any good?
Very good.
Seen a lot of injuries then. Violent deaths.
Yes.
Bit of trouble too, I bet.
Of course, yes. Enough for a lifetime, far too much.
Want to see some more?
Oh, God, yes. Sorry, Mrs. Hudson, I'll skip the tea. Off out.
Both of you?
Possible suicides. 4 of them. There's no point sitting at home when there's finally something fun going on.
Look at you all happy. It's not decent.
Who cares about decent? The game, Mrs. Hudson, is on.